Hey everyone, Sheree here. Today I'm going to be scrapping a layout using the Citrus Twist Kit Scrapbooking Add-on Kit for May 2020, and I'm also using a couple of pieces from the digital version of the Life Crafted kit, which is called Journeys. So I'm using the digital version of that kit. This piece here is from the digital kit, and it's one of the papers which I've printed out and then cut into two pieces. I've also printed out one of the journaling cards from the Life Crafted kit, the digital version. I've enlarged it in Photoshop and cut it out so that I can use a couple of these flowers on the page today. I've got the Happy Hooray foam stickers here, the foam phrase stickers from the Scrapbooking Add-on Kit, as well as the super cute puffy stickers. My photo here is cut to about 3 by 3 inches, and I've also printed out some journaling as well to use. I absolutely love this floral paper from the Scrapbooking Add-on Kit, so I'm definitely using that. I'm thinking perhaps for my border today, but I think I'm ready to get started. I'll pop you on fast forward and get right into it. Okay, so I've trimmed my white cardstock down to 11 by 11 inches, and my other two pieces here are already cut. I'm going to just cut them into a tag shape. I'm using a punch to do that, and I'm going to put one right way up and the other one upside down. That's the plan. Now, just to save a bit of this beautiful floral paper, I'm just going to cut the center out of this, and that will allow me to use more of this paper or the pattern that's on the reverse, and on the reverse is a really pretty gingham pattern. So by doing this, it's just saving a bit of paper. I've just trimmed another ½ inch off each side of my cardstock just to show a little bit more border around the edge. So you can see there that center is being cut out of that pattern paper background, and now I'm going to just center that white cardstock onto that floral paper. So I'll use my T-square ruler just to make sure it is properly centered, and then I can completely stick it all down. Alright, I'm going to grab my sewing machine, and I'm stitching a border around the white cardstock, and I've also stitched a border around my two tag pieces. And now I'm just adding a die cut hole reinforcer piece to each of these. I just used a die from my stash, and now I'm just going to use a hole punch and punch the center of those tag reinforcer pieces out, and that will allow me to add some twine to each of those. Alright, so that is now done. So looking at what I can do next. So I've got my photo to go onto that first tag, and I'm just going to use the paper that I trimmed from the center of that floral paper. Is going to be the mat for my photo. So you can see there I've just got a little touch of that gingham peeking out from underneath that photo now, just adding a little bit more color. And now I'm just going to stick down my journaling onto that other tag. It did need a little bit of trimming down to fit inside the stitched border there. Alright, so that's on, and now I can start embellishing. So you can see I've already adhered the Today foam sticker onto the journaling, and now I'm adding some other little puffy stickers onto that photo, just making a little cluster in that top right hand corner of the photo. And those flowers that I fussy cut from the journaling card that I showed you earlier, I'm going to make another little cluster down in this bottom corner here. So just going to layer these on top of each other just to look like a little bunch of flowers. So the first two I'm just sticking down flat onto the tag, and then this last flower I'm going to use a foam dot in behind it just to add a little bit of dimension. Alright, so that one can go on there. Okay, so now I'm going to add some twine to my tag. So I've got a nice long piece for the first larger tag. I use a roll of crochet cotton for my twine because I use so much of white twine. I need a big roll, and it's very affordable doing it that way. Another little piece of twine going onto that second smaller journaling tag. So just tying a little bow on that one as well. And that is done. Okay, so I'm just going to stick those tags down into place now, just making sure I've got a nice even amount on either side. So I will grab my T-square ruler to make sure that it's properly centered onto the page. I'm adding another little flower in. I thought it just needed a little touch of that yellow, so that's on there as well. Now I started off by adding the date directly onto the white cardstock, as you'll see me do here, but then I just felt it was just sort of floating around there on its own. So I'm using some more of that gingham paper, and I've stamped the date onto another piece of white cardstock. I'm layering those together, and I'm just going to tuck it in under the right side of that journaling tag, and that's just adding a little bit more color to that side of the page as well. So I'm really happy with how that looks. Alright, so that is this page complete. So I'll give you a closer look at the details on this one. You can see all the stitching, the pattern on that pattern paper of the tag, the little floral cluster, and that other sticker as well. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I've put this one together today using the Scrapbooking Add-on Kit from Citrus Twist Kits May 2020. Let me know if you've got any questions. Just pop it down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll see you again soon with another project. Thanks for joining me today. Bye for now.